Hello, and welcome to VR Reviews. Today we'll be reviewing the very recent Marvel Select Rhino. So, yes, Marvel Select Rhino came out, I think it's been less than a week now. He's a very recent Marvel Select. Something that's been anticipated for quite some time, as he was announced a long time ago. Pretty sure he was one of the things I mentioned in the VR previews or something like that. But, yeah, he's got lots of nice Rhino hide detailing on him. Very classic look for Rhino, no fancy cybernetics or anything, just good old-fashioned, crazy, molded-to-body Rhino costume thingy. Pretty decent articulation for one of the big figures. He's missing some points that they've given before, but he's not terrible. He's definitely a bigger figure, not quite as big as Juggernaut in terms of bulkiness, but about the same height. Anyway, he's going to tower over your Spider-Mans and whatnot. So, yeah, let's just get right into it, looking at the articulation, details, sculpt paint, all that sort of stuff. Alright, so here we have Rhino. We'll zoom in on the head in a minute, but as you can see, he's got his horns, very angry face, and he's got his Rhino eyes on the side of his head there. Overall, he's practically one color. He's just pretty much gray overall. He has some really, really nice Rhino hide texturing going on, though. Two fist hands, which are pretty normal for someone like Rhino. And if you get down to the feet here, he's got his big Rhino feet hooves, and they're pretty neat looking too. I think I might zoom in on those in a minute as well. And on the back, it's just pretty much pure Rhino hide. Rhino has got a very mono-colored design, but they pulled it off very well. He's a very nice looking figure. Let's zoom in on his head and on those hooves really quick. Alright, looking really closely at Rhino's face here, you can see he's very angry, and he's got some yellow stuff in his teeth. I'm not really sure what's up with that. It doesn't really look like it's supposed to be there. I'm not sure what's up with it. It's just kind of there, and it's a bit detracting if you're looking really closely at the face. I'm not sure if that's on all the figures, but it looks really odd to me. And on a profile, you can see the Rhino eye on the side of his head. And let's look at those hooves really quick as well. Alright, you can see that really nice sort of detailing there on the hooves. And also you've gotten probably a pretty good look at the skin texture from both of these things, and it's pretty much just the same all over the entire body. Anyway, let's zoom out and do a size comparison, and then we'll do articulation real quick. Alright, here you can see him standing next to the Marvel Select Web of Spider-Man. Web of Spider-Man is hunched over a little bit, but you can kind of see how big he is compared to Marvel Select Spider-Man-like figures, and he would also probably fit in pretty good with Marvel Legends figures as well, just because Rhino is such a massive character. Anyway, let's look at his articulation now. Alright, articulation on Rhino. He has a neck joint instead of a head joint, and it goes side to side, forward and back, and spins around. Not really all the way very well, but it can go there. And it's actually on the neck. It's kind of inside of his shoulders and down in there. Pretty good way to do it. I wish it could lower down a bit further for ramming poses and whatnot, but, it's not bad. Pretty decent ball-jointed shoulders. All of his joints, move really smoothly. I was kind of surprised by that, but they're really, really smooth motion. No bicep cut, irritation, but got nice ball-jointed elbows here, which rotate. Hinge, pretty decent. Cut wrists. He's got a diaphragm joint, moves forward and back a little bit, side to side, actually pretty good, and it looks like it'll rotate all the way around. Yes, it will. So that's okay. His hips are not so great. They really don't move all that well. They move okay. Get a little bit of versatility out of them, but not so good. Single jointed and ball jointed knees right here. Move pretty well, pretty much like the elbows. And he's got nice ankle pivot down here, and hinges which move up really far. So very good ankle movement. That's probably his best point right there. So he's got practically perfect ankle movement. So yeah, you can get him into a number of decent poses, and if you can manage to balance him on one foot or something like that, you can probably get some decent charging poses and things like that, which is something you'll be wanting for Rhino. Rhino doesn't come with any stands or bases or accessories or not even a cardboard backdrop. So nothing to look at in that area, so let's just move straight on to the packaging. Alright, for Rhino, you have your standard Marvel Select packaging. Big window here. Some artwork from an amazing Spider-Man comic book that I'm fairly familiar with. Rhino right there, Rhino along the side. The spine artwork is Rhino's face and a profile sort of thing. On the back, you have a picture of Rhino up here, Nightcrawler, which I want to get as soon as it comes out, Storm, and a picture of that issue of Spider-Man that I was talking about. There were like 6 billion variants of that cover, of him gradually breaking through the ice, or like 4. There were several. And a description right there. So, yeah. Standard Marvel Select packaging, good for in or out of package display, as I always say. And, yeah, Rhino. Alright, that wraps it up for Rhino, so until next time, goodbye, Rhino Attack.
Hello, you've just watched one of my videos. Feel free to like and comment and subscribe and all those sorts of things if you enjoyed my video. If you didn't, run away and never return. Also, feel free to check out my other channels, Venom Raptor for all my variety gaming content, and VR Reviews for reviews of various action figures and collectibles. Thank you, and goodbye.